better recognize.
I can sacrifice, I don't speak a lie. You can see the rise, I don't seem to run. I can take a breath, I can tell you got nothing left. I am a piece you can never be. You can never say true memory. You can add it up, I can back it up. I can say it's all rough. I made it salted, but you cannot offend. The only adjustment is I keep on laughing, and I bring the fusion, and you keep on losing, and you think we're snoozing. Now you got contusions, and I am Confucius. No rust on this Brutus. Now you flew the coop now down. You can't do this. I'm rushing the pace, and I'm busting the taste. Now they should not allow this, but I'm all about it, and you can't get nothing. And I am the one king, and I will keep walking while you keep on ducking. And I am the top of the wheel of the world, and I sleep at the moment. Or maybe you heard, and you paused this and mosh pit, and I told you cautious. I'm all of this bullshit. Now let's get lost in this drink.
Oh yeah. New song. That's what it's all about. Just keep on coming with that new beat, new deep, new treat, new beat coming. I'm Reuben. This is Lion and the Truth. Live streaming, recorded, no green beaming, boring, snoring, nope, pumping, nope. Yo, I dig the moment and you keep on rolling, but I am the going and I know the strolling. This beat, man. I love this beat, man. I'm gonna end it right there. Take off my sound effect. Back in here. This is Lion and the Truth. I am Reuben, your host, straight from Legends Podcasting Studio. Taking a break from the day, doing some live stuff, getting it out my way. Security's really making me mad. I'm gonna have to get out there and talk to some people if they don't keep it down. Security, shut up. Anyways, back in the studio, been making adjustments, doing things, because I do some segments for some local news networks, and so I'm always moving studios around, moving cameras around, putting pieces up. I don't know if you can see this. I put a little bracket up here for my green screen. But yeah, today's going to be a busy day. Talking live, we got France with bed bugs. France is trash. Always knew that. It's covered in trash. Back in the day, when you thought about people from France, people think, okay, if I thought people from France, I thought they were snooty, hairy armpits, and they stink, right? That's pretty much it, right? We don't use the deodorant, and the women don't shave their armpits. No, we build a tower. It's just made out of metal. Now look at it. It's amazing. Over here, we call that, a power line. I go over there, I'm like, there should be like 10 more of these with like power lines connected to that stupid tower. You want to go up the tower? Like, no, it's my day off. I ain't climbing another electric tower. I mean, stupid. They got bed bug. So let me break it down to you here. I'm gonna go right to the subject, huh? Here, crack it up there. Boom. See? I'm gonna take the KMJ joke though. That's a local stupid AM radio station. KMJ. I call it KM joke because it is a joke. Did I attach those two together? It'd be funny. Yeah, it's okay. Boom. Anyways, Paris, dealing with massive bed bug outbreak. Pest even infested in trains and buses. So when you're trying to travel from point A to point E, people have it in their bed, and then they put it in their clothes, and they got it in their bag, and they get on the bus. Now the bus is infected everywhere you go, and they're supposed to have the Olympics coming up 9 months, they said. So, but who wants to go there whenever it's being infested with bed bugs and bit up? And then they're going to go take it down to their countries? The whole world be infested with bed bugs because of Paris, France? This is ridiculous. I don't know. Let's see if I can take off this one and see how this sounds. That's just a single one. That's really I can do that, I guess. Let me try that, huh? We'll turn that up. No, if I had this one, nah, I like it better like that. Boom. There you go. Got a little bit of background noise. All the lights and everything, but just the mic setup. But I'm trying two of them. Maybe one. That's just this one. Same thing. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Anyways, yeah, bed bugs. Gross, bro. I ain't going to France. I was watching Ted Lasso, and his ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, maybe his ex-wife, was going to Paris, and he's like, oh no. Hear that glitch? Personas interface. Ever since I've got that Personas interface, I've had problems with it. It's the ARC 12 or 14. Stick with the interfaces. The mixer one, I've never had a problem with the interfaces, but this mixer is, I read about it, man, don't buy it. Anyways, in Ted Lasso, they were going to go there, and he's worried that his ex-wife is going to get engaged because it's so, special. No, she came back with bed bugs. She didn't get engaged. She got a rash. Don't go to Paris. They got bed bugs. Gross. I mean, like, if they're on the buses, right, and it's on the train, don't you think it's on the plane? Now Paris is trying to get over here. It's a gross place. And then I started looking up, like, bed bugs. That's like one thing, right? Well, how trashy is the whole place? So I'm like, let me look up sexual transmitted diseases, by chart. And I look up particular just France. Oh yeah. In the last 2 years, 30% uptick in syphilis and everything else, and bed bugs. Yeah, the whole area. It's not just bed bugs. It's fucking dick bugs and pussy bugs, and they all got these infections and stuff. I mean, there goes I'm not gonna be monetized no more. That was fast. Let's see, how much time did I put that into? Let's see, a recording here. 7 minutes. Oh, maybe I bit the other. I'm always trying not to cuss within the first 5 minutes. I don't do a very good job. Yeah, don't go to France. Bed bugs. That's some gross. Man. I don't know. I always say, if you want to go far, you want to see somewhere cool, go to Hawaii. That's far enough, right? France? Well, I don't know. To each their own. If you want bed bugs and hairy armpits, then head over to get some toilet water and put it on your neck, and you'll be beautiful. You're beautiful woman. And then, oh yeah, pickpocket. You go over there, they want to, hey, baby, always pickpocket. They're taking things, they put in a little, hey, let me tie a little thing around your wrist. It's free for you to give me some money, please. There's scams everywhere in those places. He's like, hey, let me give you a wristband full of bed bugs. It's free. Or they're fleas. I don't know. I can't interpret it in their language. It's crazy. UFOs? Anybody see about UFOs? Boom, boom. They said that they're talking, they put an article out yesterday that said in Maryland there was over 2,000 UFO sightings. Here, let me see on this other screen over here. 2,000 sightings of UFOs in Maryland. And I was like, oh man, that's crazy. Right? There's this teacher raping, Paris. Here we go. Boom. 2,000 people spotted unidentified flying objects in Maryland in the sky. It's crazy. And then it says almost 2,000. 1,923. Why didn't you say 1,900? Why did I say almost 2,000? Say 1,900. Goodness gracious. Articles nowadays are just bullshit. It's like, come on. Okay, anyways. Unidentified aerial phenomenons, that's what they're called now, resemble many shapes ranging from circles, ovals, triangles, and diamonds. Other reports describe a shape of a unidentified aerial phenomenon as a light orb, flash disc, or fireball. Man, that's some crazy, right? It says right there, fireball. And I was like, man, a couple things I was wondering. What are the drug laws in Maryland? All of a sudden have these sightings, Like, I was looking at mushrooms. Mushrooms are illegal in Maryland, but July 1st of this year, they legalized cannabis. And, hey, I don't think the smoking may be seen it, but if you start eating, which everybody keeps on talking about, edibles, I think you're going to see a lot of UFOs for sure. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not a scientist or a UFOist. What UFOist? But I'm just adding two things together. But then I was like, okay, let's dive deeper. Let's dive deeper. Okay. What about other states? Well, over here in California, I could say we're number one. We're number one. We got 1,600 sightings. But then again, we've had cannabis legalized a little longer, and I think they actually legalized mushrooms, so I don't know, give and take. Because that's twice as many as Florida. Come on, twice as many as Florida? And I know we have a lot more people in California, but not everybody lives on the coast. Everybody lives other areas, you know what I mean? But I guess, we do have, the Edwards Air Force Base. That's where the big old B-52 or the stealth bombers and stuff fly. I remember one time I was out there, it was like a Palmdale, I was doing some work, and I looked up in the air, and I was like, what is that in the sky? It wasn't an airplane. It just looked like it's like a Tic Tac, black one in the air. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then it turned into a triangle, and I was like, what the? And then it finally realized, oh yeah, that's that stealth bomber, and it just didn't look real, but they were just flying it around. I was like, that was amazing, But we're number one, 1,600. And then Florida, number two, half as many. Or third, sorry. Who's second? What kind of list is this? I just looked this up right now. I didn't pay attention. It says first, third, 13th, second. Not even order. What the fuck? What kind of order is that? Is it alphabetical order? Not even alphabetical order. I didn't make this list. Oh, here. I didn't make this list. Let me see. I didn't make this list. I don't know what's going on here. This is crazy. Let's see here. If I'm looking at that camera, boom. That's my face. I don't like that. That's on my head too. I guess we're still doing this. Yeah. So Texas is actually second. Let's see. Population rank. Oh, there you go. That makes more sense. Okay. Education system here lacks. Okay. Anyways, so it's a list of how many sightings and then population. Because I didn't read the whole thing. Read the whole thing. Give me a break. Come on. Anyways, it says Texas has the second most population in the United States and has 6,000, basically. California, number one, 1,600. Boom, take that, Texas. You ain't seeing UFOs, Texas. You don't even know what a UFO is. Do you even know where UFOs are at? Step your UFO game up. Texas. Oh, I don't know if you can see this too, right here. A friend of mine gave me this. You can't see it really probably from your screen, but it says hometown hero Jim Sweeney. I'll talk about that a little bit. I have a friend who has a close family tie to Jim Sweeney, which is Fresno State Stadium after there. So last game I got the Jim Sweeney seats, man. I parked like up front, boom, like the blue parking lot. You know where people wait in line to get in at Fresno State? If you've ever been to a Fresno State game, I had to tell you guys, get out of the way so I could park my car. Go inside. The seat wasn't close because I realized that Jim Sweeney, probably by this time he was really old. So it was at the top, perhaps, where he might put a wheelchair, the very, very last row, middle of the field. Very appreciative for the seat. I saw everything. It was great. Heard a lot of conversation. Heard people talking about affairs and stuff. Anyways, so that's where I got the plaque from. Straight from Jim Sweeney's office. Thanks to a close family friend. Let's go. Okay, now back. Florida, number 3 in population. 8,000 UFO views. Come on. They're just too busy, I guess, killing and stabbing each other and popping Oxycontin over there. You know Broward County is? I tell people, look at Broward County. That's where the 9/11 terrorists were trained at. And man, they have a YouTube channel for the sheriff. He gets on there and just tells you, okay, this is what happened today. 15 people were killed. One guy was going on a fishing trip, and then on the way of the fishing trip, he stopped by the Dollar Tree to buy himself some of them gummy bears. And then he heard someone say, hey, what are you doing? He said, I'm gonna go fishing out there in the pond by myself and bring a couple friends. And he said, oh, that's cool, okay. And then the guy behind him heard about it, so then he went down to the lake and just stabbed everybody. And then ate the gummy bears. So here's a picture of that guy. He's been arrested 17 times with 4 stabbings already in the past. His name is Gummy Bear. He apparently likes gummy bears, has nothing to do with fishing or this person. Man, like, if you like go, sorry, if you go to their website, I mean, like, it's on YouTube, where you are watching this. Please don't leave yet. But yeah, the constant. It's just amazing how many murders are going on there. But yeah, that's UFO sightings. And then, like I said, they got the cannabis law. They just happened to pass at the same exact time. You know, and then I was thinking, you know, it was funny because they had passed this cannabis law, and I was like, let me do some research on the cannabis law. What is their cannabis law? I'm just looking at it, and I should really put that on the other side. Let me try that. Let me get over here. What if I got, boom, that. I'm going to set it over here. And then what if I did that? Boom. Oh, that don't work that much. I'm going to shrink it up a little bit. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, so my computer's over here, so I might as well put that up there. Anyways, this is what the penalty is. I like the wording and the whole thing, as you can see on the very bottom. It says more than 50 pounds. It's a felony, a minimum of 20 years. You can get 40 years with $1 million max fine. But it says more than 50 pounds, drug kingpin. Dun 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 dun. It sounds like a video game. Like, it was almost like I was reading a list, and these are the laws and penalties. It's almost like this is like GTA, and this is like your reward list. You know, if you get up to 1.5 for personal use, there's no penalty and no incarceration and 0 fine. But if you get up to 1.5 to 2.5, that's a civil offense. No incarceration. You got to pay $250. You know, typically, I guess if you have like 2.5 ounces, you just paid $250. That's already the fine. You already had to pay, and then taxes. Man, you already paid. You're gonna make the guy double pay? That's a double whammy. Can't be doing that. Okay, and then here, adult sharing up to 1.5. I didn't read that before. I didn't know that. Adult sharing up to 1.5. No penalty. Incarceration. Let's see that. Adult sharing. I don't even understand. Do I need is I missing something here? Mandatory minimum sentence. That's what the little star thing here. But it says possession. Adult sharing up to 1. I don't even know what that means. Maybe it was a couple. Like if a husband and wife, they got busted and they got like 1.5 ounces. And like, hey, what are you doing? Like, smoking weed. Okay. There's no penalty for that. I don't get it. I guess after 1.5 ounces and you have 2 people around, it's $250 fine. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. Public consumption. First offense, civil offense, no incarceration, another fine. So you can't get caught busted smoking in public. Okay. Reasonable, I guess, you know. 50 pounds or more is felony. So if you have a possession, 50 pounds or more. So say if you're like growing a little bit in your backyard, you can minimum 5 years in prison and $100,000 fine. Man, it's too bad. Increased fines for subsequent offenders. See penalty details section for more information. Oh, that's probably what that stupid star is. Yeah. Anyways, with intent to distribute less than 50 pounds. So if you had like 2 ounces that were broken up and you can get 5 years for that. $15,000. Be like, dude, I'm just a frat boy. I'm just hooking up. we're just trying to save money. I just bought it to save money. It's school's expensive. Anyways, 50 pounds or more, minimum 5 years and you're a felon. Boom. You can't vote. Starting at 50 pounds, if you have more than 50 pounds of medical marijuana, you are no longer allowed to vote. 50 pounds is a lot, though. You know, I don't think I've ever I've seen the pictures, obviously, because, you know, I like rap music, but I don't ever think I've ever seen like a room full of 50 pounds, you know, besides like, you know, I said Instagram, where it's not, you know, those kind of things, you know what I mean? But like, that's a lot. Okay. So, yeah, but right here this says more than 50 pounds, you are a drug kingpin. You made it. GTA. You're at the top level. Drug kingpin. Dun dun dun. Felony. Minimum 20 years to 40 years. $1 million fine. You have made it. I like this one too. In a school vehicle or in or on or within 1,000 feet of an elementary school or secondary school. Because when you're next to a high school, it's okay, brah. Like, maybe that's a secondary school too. Maybe, I'll think it'd be a third-dairy school. I don't know. Yeah, in a school vehicle, yeah, don't be smoking in the bus, bruh. Or don't smoke at the school. That's pretty reasonable. Or within 1,000 feet of the school. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm down with that. I mean, that's easy. If you do, you're a felon. Fuck. That's a little harsh. I mean, you just happen to be like, say you're from out of town, and you're just walking down the street, you went to the grocery store, grabbed, you know, some Funyuns and some water, and then like, you're like, okay, now I'm going to, walk back to my bro's house and light this badoobie up, and you walk past the school, boom, felon. What says distribute? Wow. I guess when you get pulled over by the school, huh? They're going to meet up at the school. Hey, man, you want to buy some weed? Yeah, meet me at the school. That's where it's 20 years, $20,000 fine. We both become a felon. Damn it. Man. Involving a minor. Felon. 20 years, $20,000. That's cool. Like, that's perfectly fine. You know? Yeah, don't bring in minors. But I thought those laws were funny. Drug kingpin, GTA, you won. Dun 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 dun. I don't know, maybe it's just me. What the? So, studio time has been temporarily paused. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop the recording and I'm gonna have to go get my kid. Missed the dang bus. Oh, man. I was reading something on Instagram. Someone made a post, and they always talk about, like, how to raise kids. I'm like, you ain't got kids. If you don't have kids, don't tell me how to raise kids. It's like, almost like saying, like, someone who's never been in the NFL trying to tell someone what it's like to be in the NFL. Yeah. If you've never been in the NFL, you might know what football is. You might know what a football player is, or what locations they possibly might be in a couple times, but you don't know what it means to be a football player. You've never been a NFL player. You've only seen the NFL Network. So, anyways. So, I will continue the recording later. Probably not the live stream. Maybe we'll come back later with another live stream this week and just keep on going live. I haven't got on the topics yet. I've only talked about bed bugs and UFOs and Maryland drugs. There's still McCommon, the lady who got busted for having sex with their sixth grade class, 12-year-old kid. Met him online. Hey, want to build some Minecraft up in my house? She got arrested, and then she hit him up on a secret phone with some secret code and said, hey, you want to hook up? Crazy. And it's stupid. thing is cracking too, so it's perfect. I tell you, man, don't get...
Recognize I can sacrifice, I don't speak a lie, you can see the rise, I don't seem to run, I can take a breath, I can tell you got nothing left. I am a piece you can never be, you can never say true memory, you can add it up, I can back it up, I can say it's all rough. I've been insulted, but you cannot offend, the only adjustment is I keep on laughing and I bring the fusion and you keep on losing and you we're snoozing, now you got contusions and I am Confucius, no rust on this Brutus, now you flew the coop out, down you can't do this, I'm rushing the pace and I'm busting the taste, now they should not allow this, but I'm all about it and you can't get nothing, and I am the one king and I will keep walking while you keep on ducking, and I am the top of the reel of the world, and I sleep at the moment, or maybe you heard, and you pause this and mosh pit, and I'm told you cautious, I'm all of this posh shit, now let's get lost in this drink.
Line of the truth, back from my travels. Sometimes it happens, I didn't know it happened, but I had to travel in middle of my stream. That's the way it has to be. Sometimes I just know, I just go with the flow. So there. Yeah, so that's that. Like I said, I like that beat. I think it's a bassoon, you know, so it's like ding 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 playing on the keyboard here. This thing right here, I don't know if you guys ever play music, but this, let's see, I even light up a track. In fact, I think this is it. Yeah. So I think it's like something like that. But this thing is old. I've owned a couple of them. So I've had bigger ones. I have a different keyboard here for full scales type stuff. But like, man, that M audio, just one small thing. It's an Axiom 25. Never had a problem with it. Works all the time. The other one I use a MIDI to a MIDI converter to USB. I have to plug it in and out sometimes, but that thing is awesome. I highly recommend it. M-Audio products, to me, always seem to work. This Personas thing is already cracking. I turned off everything. I had to go, like I said, I had a family situation, so I had to go take care of that. And then I figured, hey, let's restart everything. Maybe that's it. Turn everything off, and right away, it's like, I was like, oh man, I hate this Personas. You know what I mean? I know they probably have to have a better one than this. Every time I read a review, everybody says, don't buy this one. It sucks that I highly invested in this expensive piece of unit. But I should just get my other one, because I need so many inputs. And then I also kind of use it kind of backwards, because I use it with this, there's a program called Black Audio. I can't remember what it's called, but it kind of works in the background of everything. So it ties in my recording through Logic. Actually, Logic is just playing the music. That's where music came from. That's why I'm playing music, playing guitar. That's through Logic. This is mumbo jumbo if you don't pay attention, if you don't know anything. But to get logic into the OBS, it's kind of a task. You have to find a internal switching program. So that's what I do. I goes in through the personas. It uses logic. The output of the logic goes into OBS, and that's what I record with. But also, the output of logic and the computer come into the headphones I have. So all sounds go back through personas and back to me, but also they all tie into, so if I went to YouTube right now and turned something on, it would play that just like it played logic. Whenever I play music, it's just really easy to do. But so there is some complications on how to figure out how to plug all these things in and which ways to do it. And then also I use a switcher, so the video has to tie in with the audio also, and the timing. And best way is usually to go the audio eventually go through the visual interface, so they're actually coming together at the same exact time and then record at the same time. But I'm not doing that. They're mixing in. So hopefully the words go along. It seems like it always adds up. I've never had a problem before. I think when I originally started, maybe I even put a little delay on the video to make it with the audio, or vice versa. I can't remember, but it's working. So that's all I gotta say about that. Getting hot and sweating in here. I said I've covered a lot of topics already. The UFOs, like I said, California, #1. We have 1,600 sightings here in California. The #1 UFO sighting state. Boom! Population-wise, I've intelligently looked at. You can see that the list here. Boom. Oh, what I do here? If I can do. No, boom. Oh, yeah, cross screen. Boom. Boom. No, let's go back to basic. Anyways, yeah. As you can see here, number 3 on the list, or is Texas. Is the 3rd most population, but they have 6,000 sightings in Texas. Why would you want to go to Texas? You have 10,000 less UFO sightings. So that means that you might think that people are trying to flee California, but people from other galaxies are not trying to go to Texas. They're trying to go to California, just like all the other illegal aliens. What'd you say? Oh, no? Apologize for that one. That was a joke. But California has 16,000 people from other galaxies coming. That's just the ones that we see. It's an open border up there. It's just open border. These people from other galaxies just coming in. We don't know what they're bringing. We don't know what their motive is. I imagine some of them are good people, but a lot of times there's drug dealers and rapists coming in from other galaxies, trying to tear apart our democracy here in America. So yeah, it's amazing. Florida, 8,000. Step your game up. Nobody. Just to recap. Man. Washington, 7,400. And the story is about Maryland. Maryland didn't even top the list. North Carolina has 3,600. Maryland has 2,000. And not even 2,000. They had 1,900. But they just got edibles also in July 1st of 2023. So it might hand in hand. And, obviously California's had it for a little while. Oh, anyways, yeah. What else we talk about? Yeah, Miss Common. The teacher. She's a teacher. We talked about it already. She got arrested previously. Her case is in court. She say she raped. She says she raped her 6th grader who was 12 years old. They were communicating through a online game, Minecraft, I imagine. I'm gonna say that, or Fortnite. And she was Fortnite all night with him. Poor Fortnite. Anyways, yeah. So she got popped. He's like, hey, she raped me. I can't believe it. Where is the kid? I don't know if they're allowed to do that. Can they do that? Like, if it was me, when I was like 12, and my teacher, my beautiful teacher, so sexy. No, I'm joking. If I was 12 and it happened to me, like, would she rape me? Or I'd be like, dog. She couldn't resist. What are you talking about? You think that she had a chance? As soon as I got to class, I was dropping apples. Right away, she's like, why don't you get an A? Because I'm too busy giving you this D. And she's like, what? I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. She's like, you want hot lunch? I said, no, ma'am. I'm packing you a lunch right now. And it's not a banana. And be like, you're just a little kid. Leave me alone. Like, we'll see. Where's that kid? I mean, I don't know. I guess the kid has the boy has. It was a boy. I mean, obviously, it was a lady teacher, boy student. He was on Fortnite. He's like, man, I wish I could see some titties. Uh-oh. That was another thing, too. The teacher contacted the kid. See, already they have a restraining order. You know, I think what happens when you rape somebody or are accused of rape, they give you like a restraining order. I think that's what happened. So she got a restraining order against the kid, which is obviously like, yeah, fucking, how about restraining order against all kids? And you can't play Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like, basic, yeah, come on. Anyways, so she got another phone and then text the kid, and I guess they had some secret code, like, you know, to ask, you know, are you by yourself? So she can send titty pictures. So she sent the code to him. He's like, oh, this is that chick. She's about to send me some titty pictures. And then instead of titty pictures, she said, you're going to regret this. I'm going to fuck your life up. And he's like, oh my God, I'm going to tell my parents. Like, obviously, like, you think he's going to keep that a secret? He's taking you to court, you big dummy. I mean, but I guess if you're playing Fortnite and raping 12-year-old kids in the first place, you're not very smart. So, yeah. You know, what are you going to do? I mean, man, crazy. They McCommon, though. So they arrested her again. McCommon. I said, did I put it McCommon? Do I got her a picture? No, I didn't include her picture. That's okay. Let's see. Where does it come here? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's crazy. No, here she is. Alyssa McCommon. McCommon has bitch. She's 38 years old. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where that is. Covington, please. Covington. I'm gonna say North Carolina. I'm just throwing out Covington. Let's see here. What state is Covington City in? There's probably a couple Covingtons. Georgia. Bam. Knew it. Oh gosh. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, you can see a picture of her. She does not look good. I thought I had a picture of her, matter of fact. Let's see here. I can share the picture. McCommon. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. Boom, there she is. See? So that's McCommon. She got arrested. This is the first time she got arrested. You know what I mean? Let's look at her. These women are like disappointed, like, you know, they're smart. Like, dude's like, I'm not going to arrest her. You know, I was just high-fiving the little 12-year-old boy, like, hell yeah, you got some. And the women are like, come on, you can't be doing this. Come on, we're supposed to date guys that are twice our age, not half our age. Yeah, so McCommon. Yeah, look at her sorry-ass outfit. It looks like she shops at Walmart. She got some pants, looks like a zipper on the bottom of them. She got some white tennis shoes. I don't know what this chick's wearing either. This cop is you know, obviously Halloween costume. Come on. I'm joking. But, yeah, what is this? Terrible. You know what I mean? So, Miss McCommon. Common denominator is her and Fortnite. She can't be getting on neither of those things. So, yeah. When I had to take off for a little bit here, I had to go pick my kid up. I was thinking, you know, there should be like instant replay on I see that commercial, you know, when people throw the flag out, when parents were like, you know, when I was your age, I had to walk uphill both ways in the snow. But like, I know people that are like parents now. No way you're saying that, because like, dude, I knew kids. They were single parents. The mom didn't have a lot of money, but somehow always had the nicest shit. You know what I mean? And then so like, they can never say, man, life was hard for me. I had to, you know, wear new Jordans, you know, all the time. It's like, go on. Like, oh, well, but they told their kids, you know, it was hard for me. You know how hard life was? And the parent kid throw a flag up, and you find out your mom packed your lunch. You know, you had fruit snacks and shit all the time. You know, every once in a while my mom would pack my lunch, but like things didn't work out very good. She'd give me like a thermos full of Kool-Aid that would leak on everything. So I would have like just Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Basically, I'm like, hey, look at peanut butter jelly sandwich soaked in Kool-Aid. It's like, don't worry, you got that banana too. I'm like, I fucking hate bananas, man. I tell you why, I don't like bananas. When I was a kid, my parents, they both worked for the school district, Fresno and Clovis. So we had dental. Living the high life when I was a kid, right? So anyways, I fell on my face a bunch of times doing flips and dumb things and pushing chairs. I was a bad kid. Anyways, I'd go to the dentist very often, and before they give you the shot on the mouth, they give you like a pre-Novocaine. It was always banana flavor. Why would you make a banana flavor? I hate bananas now. Every time I taste a banana, I'm like, oh great, here I'm gonna get some dental work. I'm gonna fall asleep and someone's gonna grope me. What? That didn't happen with you guys? Okay, me neither. It didn't happen with me. That never happened. Yeah, so yes, I hate bananas. You know, they should have made that stuff taste like tobacco and cocaine. But like, oh, gross. It was already cocaine. You know what I mean? Just make it taste like tobacco. But like, oh, gross. I don't want to smoke a cigarette. Reminds me of getting groped by the dentist. What? The dentist isn't supposed to do that? Oh. The producer helps me a little bit. Thank you, Alset. Anyways, yeah, pack a lunch, toys too. Like, I remember going to my friend's house sometimes, and then I show up, and then like they have a closet full of toys, like every G.I. Joe and Star Wars thing possible. This, you know, I said I was born in '76. I'm talking about like '84, '88, when all these, you know, things were He-Man. Like, you have every He-Man character? I got one. My parents were like, yeah, you get one He-Man character, you get one WWF character, that was before WWE, one, and you get two G.I. Joes. And then they fight somehow. But the only problem is, G.I. Joe, his head came to Hulk Hogan's crotch. And actually, I didn't even have Hulk Hogan. I had Eli Volkov. He was the Russian. And G.I. Joe to his crotch, you know what I mean? But they also made it fair, like, it was Russia against the United States, and they got this steroid guy, but he, you know, I think he was stuck like this, like, I'm going to kill you, but he didn't do anything, and he, like, bounced, so, like, they were stupid, you know what I mean? They did catch on fire pretty good. No, what really was good, and I made bad decisions with, is, also, BB gun. There's two stories I tell about when I was a kid. The day I got a BB gun was the same day I had no more He-Man or G.I. Joe characters. It was like the same time I learned about ninjas was the same time my mom learned she no longer had broomsticks, because I learned about nunchucks. No more broomsticks. But I got this nunchuck. Oh! I wasn't very good at nunchucks. So, yeah. Crazy. What else? She's out again. Vic, Tennessee. Do I want to talk about that yet? Let's see here. Multiple computers here. Jobs going away. Bed bugs. Microwaves. Endless screen. Yeah, I was talking about this too before I get on to some stupid shit. You know, Kevin McCarthy losing his job. I'm here in Fresno, California. This is Kevin McCarthy's district, and we think he's a piece of crap. So the fact he lost his job was like, we told you. We told you. Devin Nunes, same thing. Worthless. Anyways, it's getting Halloween time, right? People want to watch Halloween films. In my life, I am tormented with Hocus Pocus on a loop. It's like Hocus Pocus. And once you watch that so many times until you're just singing Hocus Pocus songs, Aladdin or some other Disney movie. Anyways, so I was thinking about interjecting some new, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay, we get all these movies, something new to the kids, and they're getting a little older now. I was thinking about Scream. Scream's a cool Hollywood, be a cool like a Halloween movie. I don't know if that happened around Halloween, but it's a scary movie. And I think Halloween is the proper time for that stuff. And I was thinking, what would be the proper age to introduce the movie Scream? And, you know, it's not too gruesome. I guess it's kind of gruesome. There's some sexual parts in it too, so I guess it has to be, you know, older than 13. I've answered my question. But the context of the whole thing was the age to watch a scary. See, I watched all these movies at a young age. I had cable when I was like 5. So I'm watching Halloween, and they always showed boobies and Friday the 13th. That's how murders happen. Boobies popped out. Somebody was getting stabbed with a 9-4 meat sword. Something was going to get stabbed when boobies came out. So anyways, back to my point. What would be the appropriate age for a movie like maybe Scream or the comedy version of the movie Scream? I can't remember what that's called. But there's a version, obviously, of Scream. I can't remember Scream. Anyways, that might be a little bit more inappropriate than the movie Scream. I think you're allowed to watch like the more realistic stabbing version than the comedy make-believe version of Scream, which is kind of strange, right? Because one is completely fabricated, made up, but I believe it's probably a little bit more crude, and probably people would like it less than for their children than the actual movie Scream. What is that name of the movie? Maybe I'll put it up when I edit and film. I probably won't. But yeah, you know, I got the youngest kid in the house is a 6th grader. Then we have a 7th or 8th grader and freshmen and seniors and college students. So I'm like, okay, we got a whole gap of movies here we can watch. 'Cause I remember when I was my kids were younger, they were all in elementary school, perhaps, and I had like maybe a 1st grader, a 5th grader, and 6th grader, somewhere around there. And I was like, how about Gremlins? Gizmo, you know? Mara, little Gizmo. It's such a cute Gizmo. Remember he rides like the Barbie car? Yeah, I'm gonna put Gremlins on for my kids. And then like in the opening scene, Santa Claus dies in the chimney, and Gremlins come out and kill everybody. It was like, oh my gosh. And then fucking jumping through the tree is Gremlins with a knife and one with a mohawk, and Santa Claus dies, you know. So that didn't go very well. I think sometimes you gotta watch the movie first before you put it back on for the kids. There's a little different, you know what I mean? So, but Gremlins is not exactly the Christmas time movie that I thought it was gonna be. Gizmo's pretty cool, yeah. But I bet you, then I say this, 100 right now. Put this on money. Within 1 year, you're gonna see a preview for a new Gremlins movie. I bet there might be a slightly gruesome comical version of it. You're going to see a little more, won't be maybe as funny, maybe a little bit more darker, maybe, you know, maybe actually Gremlins in a plane and start ripping it up, Gremlin, ding, 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 and Gizmo comes out, you know, and he's actually all ripped, like when people make a picture of Trump and they make him all buff, but they do that with Gizmo. But it's not Gizmo. It's like Gizmo's like 5th generation of child, so his name is like Bismo or Bevmo. Anyways, yeah, some ideas sometimes are stupid, but you know what, I'm working with it. And speaking of ideas, I said this over and over again. I get on to burner cookies. I have this idea. I've seen these things on the internet when they sell like cannabis. Speaking of the cannabis laws, they only sell like one strain. Why don't they sell like a 3-pack? You know, it's like a gram of each strain, a morning, noon, and night, or like different indicas, or you can do like a strawberry and then like a cheesecake and then like a some other kind of thing, and then it's like a combo. Look, you know, and they can sell, because sometimes people don't want to invest. I don't think it's like $60 for like an 1/8 of this special cookies brand cannabis in one flavor. But if you got it for $60 and you got 3 flavors, and then all of a sudden you find out you like 2 of them, next time you're going to buy 2/8 of the flavors you like because of the combo flavor. Or if there's combos, you'll end up buying 2 or 3 of the combos because you get 6 different kinds. Or Christmas comes around You get the little thing instead of opening stupid chocolates every day of the week. There's a different strain. You know, ding, 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 little Christmas trees, perfectly shaped like Christmas trees. Cross, boom. I'm an idea guy. Let's have some ideas. Anyways, yeah, some ideas are good. Yeah. So feel free to, or like you get these containers, you know, they have the container that have to be childproof. They can glue the top to the bottom. So like a stack of 3, you can call them stacks. You can see them in the glass, and so they're still childproof stacks. I don't know. Maybe those Mylar bags, you can separate them in 3 is 2. You know what I mean? You know, stacks. It's an idea. So, I don't know. My ideas sometimes are good. Sometimes they're bad. Scream. I think I'm an endless worth of... I think the problem is sometimes in society. Like, I think I have lots and lots of information besides, like, stupid geographical information, which I have almost none of. Wisdom of life. Like, even today I had to talk to my kids about some stuff, and, this is nothing. This is something everybody knows. It's not big. This is example. I always tell my kids the number one thing to become a great employee is show up and do your job. Like, most people can't show up, and most people cannot do their job. So now if you show up and do your job, you're a great employee. Now if you show up early and you do a great job, you're the best employee they've ever had in their life. That's all it takes. It really comes down to really basic things. And but like I said, words of wisdom. I give people words of wisdom all the time, especially at the job site. Sometimes I'll see some people do things. I'm like, you shouldn't do that. And then later, like, yeah, you know what you said? I'm like, I know. Experience fucking tops everything. So like, I've been an electrician for 30 years, right? So I have a lot of experience. Doesn't mean I'm the best. Yes. No. It just means I'm pretty damn good. And I have experience of failing and success. So when I say something, sometimes people's egos get in the way because, like, society has this norm of everybody trying to be the alpha male, or, in their house, they're the king of their castle, that everybody has to know. If you don't know, or if you take words from other people, all of a sudden that they are now a caste system and they're above you because now they have information that you didn't have. When really we're just a collective unit of people and information none of us have that we all should just share. And together what we do, we're still giving to society. The person's doing a job, we're doing it collectively. Share the information and let's continue to grow. Right? But a lot of times I said it's ego and identity, a big identity crisis here in the United States. I always talk about it, for a long time people were, this is not against hunting. This is not against any of that. But when people were hunters, they're men. I'm a man. I hunt. I shot like 4 deer, just like in the last 2 years. I shot an elk one time. One time I shot a bear. And then someone takes their 12-year-old daughter hunting and she shoots an elk twice the size of the elk that you shot. I think the youngest person to kill elk is something like 10, a 10-year-old girl. Does that make her the masculine? It's like, but that person's identity is tied to this. So I was like, are people able to adjust that? That does not make you masculine at all. Nothing you do truly makes you masculine. Nothing, if you weren't available to play football in your life, does that mean that you're not a masculine man because football wasn't available? Say if you grew up in somewhere else and you weren't able to play football, if does that mean you're less man, basketball player, but all of it? Don't play sports at all. Identity is a big thing. So like I said, when it comes down to it, people have a hard time listening. A lot of times people are not hearing you. They're just hearing you long enough to make a rebuttal. They're just waiting. They're truly not listening. They're waiting. You're talking to somebody and they're not going to hear you out. Wherever your talking point started, they're like, I got this. Just wait till they be quiet and then I'm going to rebuttal or interject right now. Right? So, people need to listen. I said, give my daughter some life lessons, especially she had a speech when it came down to it. She had to do a speech in front of a whole class. And I told her, hey, shoot, even when I do these podcasts or I go to work, I'm always like, I have they call that imposter syndrome. Even though I've been an electrician for 30 years, I'm like, oh no, they're gonna figure out what I don't know, and then I'm like, I know everything. These people are stupid. You know what I mean? I'm just joking. But anyways, so even when I do stand up, I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but I know inside that I'm gonna figure it out, and it's okay. I'm strong, and I've done this before. So yeah, I have nerves, but you just push through it. Yeah, it's common. It's not something. It's not like, oh my God, what's happening? It's like, yeah, this is super common. You know, you always hear of NFL players, yeah, threw up before every game. You know, it's just like, you know, it's very common to. No. It's very good to recognize the situation. I mean, understand, oh yeah, this is pretty wild. I mean, I'm going to do a speech in front of people, so look above their head, don't even pay much attention. Make sure you are well versed in whatever it is you're going to say. Like when I do my stand up, I read the lines a million times. I think I do better like when I do a news segment for My 53 or local news. My buddy Austin Reed has this awesome show, and he is nice enough to let me do some stuff from there. But when I read the script, I don't think I'm as casual as I am when like my podcast. In podcast, I'm really casual. I can really keep the flow going, and it's just really easy going. I mean, it's a conversation, and it's not like I'm reading the lines and making sure I'm trying to read them correctly, more enunciating the words more than I ever would. And sometimes when I go into a gas station, I like to look at the prices of gas. I don't know about you, but today it was a sunny day. And I think I do too much of that bullshit. I mean, so anyways, yeah, but maybe that's what they want to hear in the newscast. I don't know. Maybe it's terrible when I do that. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So my point being is crazy. Experience Kevin McCarthy. Yeah, Kevin McCarthy got kicked out. That's hilarious. You know. It was funny because like the Democrats were like, wait, are the Republicans about to fall apart? Are the Republicans about to kick out? Oh, shit. And then the Democrats were like, hey, what are we going to do? Oh, help? Push? Okay. Boo! I'm like, yeah, here we exposed the Republican Party. It was crazy. And then Kevin McCarthy, first thing he came out and he's like, I want to thank Donald Trump for his help. I'm like, you got kicked out. What help did you get? You didn't. You're jobless there. They're taking your office. They're taking your title. You know. So Donald Trump did not help you. And then I think the other guy said the same thing. I want to thank Donald Trump for his help. Like, who's he helping? Both sides? Is he giving you guys both reach around? You know, got you in the front, got you in the back. What's going on? But yeah, it was hilarious. And then they blame the Democrats. Blame the Democrats, what they're doing. Well, you guys chose to get rid of your guy. And they're like, hey, if you guys want to get rid of him, we'll support you. Laughing all the way. You know what I mean? So it's a strange time right now. Even like I was watching, one of the stories I did on the news was about gas prices. Right now in America, we produce more oil than we import. They call energy independent. We produce more oil now than we did for over a decade, for some of the most oil ever. Like there's I don't think I have the chart here now, but yeah, there's a chart. It says, you know, you can look it up, how much oils per barrel we produce and imports, you know, and it says it by month for every year for the last 60 years. You can look that up. And they have all kinds of charts. So, but the problem is the refineries are closing down. So oil production was kind of going up, and then oil prices were going kind of high, or gas prices were getting kind of high because a couple oil refineries were closing during the Trump administration. I think it was like 6 during the Trump administration. I think it was like 125 or 131 oil refineries in America, and 6 of them closed down. They always build them up, and they're like one, doubled in size. So even though some of them closed down, they do improve other ones and grow, and then they do shut down parts of other ones to make them smaller. But 6 of them closed down, so they weren't producing that, or weren't able to refine the oil we were producing here in America, which was about 10,000 barrels or 10,000 million barrels a month, whatever it is, So Trump pushed Saudi Arabia to mass produce over there and bring it in. So gas prices would drop, and they dropped during that time. And then Americans during COVID weren't buying a lot of weren't able to go to refineries and work, so there was a loss of a lot of refinery and jobs. And during that time, a couple of refineries more closed down. I think it was a total of 12 from the beginning to end of the Trump administration. I think it was about 6 or 12. I can't remember exact. I think it was 12. Refineries closed down, so we're not able to produce here in America. Plus, if foreign oil is cheaper than American oil, and you're an investor in oil in America, are you going to invest in American oil? Why would you invest in American oil? We're not going to make any profits because the oil here is cheaper. People are going to buy this stuff. This stuff, it costs too much. So you're not going to invest over here. So American investors didn't invest in American oil companies, like refineries. And then finally, Biden took over. One oil refinery closed down and one oil refinery opened up. But we are producing, it's like 2,000 more barrels of oil a month than we ever did under the Trump administration. More than we ever have in the last decade. You can look all that stuff up. But we don't have any more refineries. We cannot. The oil is just backing up. It's stockpiling oil. We can't refine it to make gas. So until we may have enough refineries, the gas prices are never going to drop. That's just the way it is. We can't produce enough gas. We have enough oil, but not enough gas. So that is the situation. I think last week, Thursday, Gavin Newsom, he here in California released, they call it winterized fuel. I don't fucking know. I didn't know there was a winter and summer fuel. You know what I mean? I know. Does it smell like pumpkin spice? Hell yeah, it does. Fuck yeah. So, stupid. He released that. So I guess gas price is supposed to cheap. You know, I don't know what that is. So we'll figure that out, right? But yeah, just basic information. I tell these people like, nah. I was having a conversation about this on Facebook too. I was like, oh yeah, look, here's a chart. Here's a list. Go look it up. It's not even political. It's not even saying Trump is this. This is what happened. Here's the chart of producing oil. You know, like, what's a place called Anwar? It's like the Arctic, northern, Anwar. For 80 years, no one's ever drilled there. It's a political ping pong ball. Republicans are like, we should be able to drill there. And Democrats are, well, we're not going to let you drill there. Back and forth. One time in like 1985, I think it was like Exxon drilled a mine to see how much. It was like 350,000 feet or something crazy. I don't fucking know. Deep in 35,000 feet, 5,000 feet, 3,500 feet. I don't even know. Deep in the ground they went, right? To see if there's oil or resources. And the information they got back was, they didn't tell anybody. It was a secret. And then right after that, Exxon Valdez spilt all over the place. They're like, we're not going to let you guys drill out in the Arctic. You guys have got oil everywhere. Fucking take care of that shit, dummies. So Exxon kind of lost a bunch of contracts. But that was 1985. They drilled a hole. No one knows how much oil there. They never released the information still this day. They said we need to re-drill and figure it out. No one's ever drilled there. So when they say that Biden canceled, they didn't cancel contracts. It's just, they just hit the ping pong ball back. And Republicans were like, oh, we're going to open it up. So it was like, actually one time, I think it was like George Bush Sr. said, we ain't going to drill there no more. And George Bush Jr. was like, hey, we should drill there. It was like, and then Bill Clinton's like, oh, we shouldn't drill there. And then it was back, and Obama was like, oh, we shouldn't drill there. And Bill, then Trump's like, we should drill there. And it was back and forth. No one's ever drilled there. No, one, it cost millions of dollars. And there hasn't been a test well since 1985. They don't even know if there's even oil there. They assume there might be oil there. You'd have to do a test well. It would take decades before you even be able to pull some true oil out of that ground from testing and gear and everything else just to get there, engineering alone. But people fall for that bullcrap. Oh, he canceled the well. That's why we don't got oil. Well, you can look up how much oil we got. I mean, that's just political banter. That's from Republican, Democrat. That's nobody's, no one's winning it. It's a lie. And that is the wings on the same bird. Anwar. Drill, don't drill. Drill, don't drill. Man, crazy. What else we got here? I got two computers. I got to reach over my other one. Did I tell you about stacks? Yeah. There's another thing too. People are like, man, they're getting rid of oil jobs. You know what I mean? They're trying to transition from oil to something else. You're like, yeah, fucking, that's what they did with VHS tapes. I mean, no one got mad about VHS tapes chasing that shit down. Man, I can't believe I can't get my VHS tape no more. This is bullcrap. I mean, I remember the day rollerblades came out. Roller skate companies like, no way. Can you believe that? Inline skates are going to take away all our roller skate jobs. Look, life is all about 4 wheels shaped like a rectangle underneath your foot. Inline skates just taking away American jobs. You know, when you look at the bottom of an inline skate, taking away a job. Not making a joke about that. I almost went to joke, decided not to do that. No. Yeah, I'm running for president. So, anyways, my point being is, rollerblades taking roller skate jobs. This is not going to stand. Here in America, we're a roller skating country. Some of the things I don't know. Rollerblades. What was I thinking? Yeah, VHS tapes, you know. All this stuff. You know. Taking our jobs. I wonder if like the coffee industry was like mad about rock stars. These rock stars are taking our addicts. Those are our addicts. They were supposed to drink coffee. Now they're going to drink energy drinks. They're destroying the market. I think coffee market's bigger than ever now, huh? I don't know. Well, energy drink, it's a gateway drug to coffees. Like you start off drinking energy drinks and then boom, espresso, double shot. You're hanging out at a Starbucks, just, you know, waiting for people just about to throw the cup. No, you gonna throw that away? I'll finish it for you, dog. I'll finish that cup. You got espresso? You got a shot I can have? Sitting outside of Starbucks. You got some change? I just want to get a coffee, man. I just want to get a coffee. I don't know, that's stupid too. You think microwaves got pissed off when air fryers came out? These air fryers are taking all our microwavable jobs. I'm trying to sell microwavables and microwaves. Now you got air fryers? Like six, eight dude with hair dryers trying to cook your food? Freaking hair dryers? It's all about microwaves. How dare you have an air fryer taking my microwave job? How's America going to be succeed? We don't have microwaves, we don't have roller skates, and VHS tapes. We're not going to survive. They're trying to transition to rollerblading, air frying. That's a certain group. Yeah, okay. I see what you got. Okay. You guys made your point. I kind of just walked through that, huh? Yeah. Society gets fucked up now, huh? Okay, yeah. So we do need roller skates back and a microwave back, and fuck microwave. We're going right back to conventional oven, toaster oven. If you can't cook in a toaster oven, we ain't living, dog. That's it. Matter of fact, forget. You know when we started getting soft? When roller skates started getting rubber on the bottom. Back in the day when kids had roller skates, they were metal wheels. Like Bambi on ice. Sparking down the street. Sparking. Right? That's true skating. Sparking. Oh, man. Did I mention bed bugs? Yeah, you can look this up. The Chevron, it wasn't Exxon, it was Chevron. In 1985, they drilled a 15,000-foot test bore. It's known as KIC-1. So if you looked up like KIC-1, you'll see that there was one place they drilled at, and that was it. But yeah. Okay, there's the airplane. So this is California. So if you hear bombs somewhere else, it came from here. Sorry about that. Endless information, listening, not learning. She's at it again. I think that was a wrap. Yeah, I'll pull a flag. Your childhood wasn't hard. Little weak-ass childhood. Yeah, I couldn't imagine any of my friends that grew up complaining about their childhood. Let me think. Even like, I would say, like, I had a couple of friends that grew up with that, I wouldn't say they were openly gay, but they were obviously gay. And, you know, we wouldn't pick on our friend. I don't think we even cared. It wasn't relevant to us. I mean, he was just that's our buddy. And if you try to do something mean to him, we're going to beat the shit out of you. Yeah, so even he didn't have it hard. I don't think. I think there's only people that had it. We maybe got like picked on a little bit. Were people who were loud. People were like, man, this guy is a dick. Why is this guy acting like a dick? That's what I mean by loud. But it was pretty cool. But like, yeah, hard life? No. Not that I publicly know. I had one friend I met. He lived with a school for like 2 years, and he's like, "Hey, you want to come to my house?" I'm like, "Cool." I went to his house, and there was nothing in the house. There was no couches, nothing. I don't know if there's a TV. So I was like, "Yeah, what are we gonna do, dude?" He's like, "I don't know. I'll just sit here in the room." I said, "Then what?" He's like, just kind of fucking kick it." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna go before someone rapes me." So that's probably a good decision. So he moved out later on. I don't think they made it through the year. Yeah, strange story. Yeah. So anyways, but yeah, what they're gonna tell their kids? Like, I had a hard life. No, you didn't. You had an easy life. You had cable and GT bicycles and remote control cars and CD players and stuff. We all had like CD Walkmans. Even me, I had a hard life. I mean, what am I going to complain about? I had microwavables. So you didn't have them. No, I had an abundance of fruit trees in the backyard. You didn't have no fruit trees in your backyard? Maybe you did. But pomegranates, oranges, lemons, limes. They were good. Pomegranates were good. Anyways, yeah. So this is how it goes. People have an easy life. They always try to make some more than it really is. And it's a casual life. But this is another episode. Like, share, subscribe. We out.
Recognize I can sacrifice, I don't speak a lie, you can see the rise, I don't seem to run, I can take a breath, I can tell you got nothing left. I am a piece you can never be, you can never say true memory, you can add it up, I can back it up, I can say it's all rough. I've been insulted, but you cannot offend, the only adjustment is I keep on laughing and I bring the fusion and you keep on losing and you think we're snoozing, now you got contusions and I am Confucius, no rust on this Brutus, now you flew the coop out, down you can't do this, I'm rushing the pace and I'm busting the taste, now they should not allow this, but I'm all about it and you can't get nothing, and I am the one king and I will keep walking while you keep on ducking, and I am the top of the wheel of the world, and I sleep at the moment, or maybe you heard, and you pause this and mosh pit, and I told you cautious, I'm all of this posh shit, now let's get lost in this drink.